I've had my own business before, which is still up and running, but not in the way that it was. So I work for the local authority and independently. So I think one of the struggles I was having is identifying how to move forward. It's all become a bit stuck, I guess, and also moving away from how I have been doing my business in terms of not necessarily from commissioning services, doing it slightly differently, because that feels as though that becomes quite stuck in its own way. You get quite caught up in the way that the local authority want you to do it, although you're not working for the local authority. And I think thirdly, just refreshing, thinking about things differently, looking at using more technology, which is not something that I'm overly confident with. I'm much more confident face to face with people. So it's just those challenges to think about it in a different way. I've been following you since pretty much, say, from when you started out. And like some of the philosophies that you use, I've listened to some of your videos that you've done online. And then there was an email came around, I don't know now, a few months ago, before Christmas, just about whether or not you were still independent. And I thought, do you know what, I just need to see what this is all about. I was curious, wanted to see whether I could make a change, and felt as though I just needed a bit of a kick up the bum. Thinking about things very differently in terms of the business. My business has been up and running since 2012, so it was quite a while, and it was really thinking about it from a much more open way. So looking at the marketing, really looking at the branding, how to incorporate other companies maybe in it, so about stakeholders, those sorts of things. Lots of things that I didn't, when I set my business up, I didn't particularly think about, I would say. I just went for it to go independent. And so I think that's something I've really learned, to think about it in a different way. I also learned about the 3 different types of income, the high, medium and low income strategies, which is something, again, that I didn't really think about when I set up. It was just a case of I wanted to leave the local authority. What was the easiest way to do it? Although I have been very successful in my business. I think just having that support in the background, somebody who's done it, someone who's a social worker, so knows some of the stresses and the push-pull factors within social work, and how to strategize in a way that can be moved to suit the individual. So using skills that I've got, using my skills, and not necessarily just social work skills, but thinking outside of the box of my social work skills as well, and how I can incorporate them, which is really part of me as a person and my own beliefs and value systems. It feels more possible than it did, certainly. It's something I am mulling over in my head all the time on how to achieve it, what I need to do, what supports I can get in place, etc. It feels scary. It does feel scary. It feels quite overwhelming at times, but it feels more possible than it did 3 months ago. So that's really positive. I just think you're really supportive, and you just got the empathy, and just, are just there, and that's lovely to know that you're in the background. You're not pushy. That's the other thing. I have people in my life that are pushy. I find that very difficult. So I just know that you're in the background, and you've given your time above the costings, which I completely appreciate. So yeah, thank you.